Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Brandon and I am the creator of Keeper's Corner. In this video, I just want to explain a little bit more about what Keeper's Corner is and where it came from. Just note this whole series is going to be completely raw, no crazy YouTube editing because that's not the goal of the series. The series is actually the main purpose of this series of uploading these videos onto YouTube is to keep a journal of my own work for multiple reasons. One of them being proof that I've actually created this, and two, to showcase to other artists and creators out there that this type of thing is possible. Now, what I'm undergoing is no small task, and I understand the weight and the gravity of the type of thing that I want to achieve. I see the result inside my head. This whole world, these characters, the music, the sound, the singing, the songs. The fact that I want to put out an original 2D stylized animated musical series, just that alone is not easy. I love animated musicals. I love animation, full stop. I can list off a whole bunch of them. I'm sure a lot of you love the same things. Obviously, South Park being up there, Seth MacFarlane's work with Family Guy and American Dad, Rick and Morty, Solar Opposites, Big Mouth, and obviously the most recent and incredible in terms of the look and the music has been Hotel. So I'm no stranger to these types of environments and vibes, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, I thrive on stuff like this, and I've always wanted to I've always wanted to create my own version of something like that. I have been involved in music most of my life. I am a professional musician, so I am used to production and recording and performing, but I haven't ever done something like this. I have wanted to put together a musical, but not having the resources at my disposal, next best thing for me was the animated version of a musical, right? So this is how Keeper's Corner came into being, at least inside of my mind. Now, I don't have the budget of the average Hollywood big broadcast, big network type of animated series. I wish I did, but I don't. But however, I'm not going to let that stop me. Throughout November, I was looking for an animator because obviously you cannot have an animation without an animator. And I'm not by any means an artist in terms of animating, right? In terms of drawing, not me. Music, yeah, but animation, no. So I obviously had to find someone that I could work with. And this was also cool because this is something that I've never done before. I had no idea the scope and the amount of work that it takes from the animated side. I have the utmost respect to all the animators out there. The amount of artistic strength and discipline that you have to bring environments and characters to life, it's incredible. To me, it's like magic. And I absolutely respect those people that do that. And I had to find an animator that would understand the idea and the vibe of Keeper's Corner. And after speaking to a ton of various different animators from all over the world, I thankfully found one and have been working alongside this person for the last few months, and I am very happy. Animation really is no small feat. So I'm very grateful to have found someone that understands the style and the vibe that I'm going for. And for now, yes, we are only a very small team when it comes to the animation. Yes, we are only with one animator, and I know the big shows have 10s, 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 100 people working on one episode. When it comes to like the big shows, if you ever Google how long does it take to put a Family Guy episode together or a Bob's Burgers episode together, 8 to 10 months with a team of maybe up to 100 people with everything included. So I don't have that type of budget. I wish I did. But what I do have is what I have, the available resources to me. So I have a very musical family. The voice acting side of things, that's all going to be us. That's all going to be us. What we have so far is the animator that I'm working with, and then ourselves. So it is a very, very small skeleton crew at the moment, and I'm so excited to see this develop. We have, at the moment, started to complete the storyboard for a teaser. So how this works and what I'm learning is you put a teaser together, and this gives the core idea of what the show will be about, so people can watch and enjoy. And then after that, if all goes according to plan, we start working on a pilot episode. Maybe before that, we put together some other teasers, some trailers, just shorter snippets that we can sort of build momentum and showcase what we're trying to do here. So, we have three main characters, which I will be speaking about later on in the series. We have a storyboard, which is 90% complete. We have the world that is still being sketched out along with backgrounds. And after this video, I'm going to be jumping on a call with my animator, and we will be discussing just a final notes, just some final things that we want to clear up in terms of the actual storyboard itself. Very excited to do this. There are just a few things that I want to clarify and rectify. And then once that is done, I believe the next thing is recording dialogue for the teaser. Now, as it's only 35 seconds, there cannot be conversations to be had, obviously. We want to keep it minimal to showcase the comedy and the humility and just the overall aesthetic of the world. So we do have a little bit of dialogue, and this is where my terrible voice acting skills are going to be put to the test, along with my siblings, perhaps my wife. There is a little bit of music in the teaser. Obviously, in 35 seconds, we cannot showcase a whole bunch of songs and performances from these characters, but there will be a little bit, just a little bit. And as time goes on, I will be showcasing the songs that we want to put into the pilot. I will give you the name of the very first song that will be in the pilot that I am envisioning. The name of the song is Train to Hell. So Train to Hell, take that name with a pinch of salt. Think of it how you will. It might help you put together a little bit more of an idea of what you think, what you may think this series could be about. But from what I think, and from loving all the animation out there, I do think that this is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a really, really big fun one. So in the next video, what we're going to be showcasing is Train to Hell as a backtrack. I've developed and worked on Pro Tools for this specific song. It's an awesome DAW. I love Logic as well. So for all the people out there that are saying, why don't you use Logic? I do use Logic. I love Logic. But this specific showcase and this little project, we are working on Windows. So Pro Tools is the big boy, and Pro Tools is the one we are using. So I'm going to be playing this song, this backtrack for you guys in the next video, just so you can hear a little bit more about it, hear what it sounds like. It's pretty fleshed out. The only thing we don't have for this tune just yet is main vocals, so we don't have the melody lines recorded. The reason for that is because the way I'm hearing it inside my crazy head is not a duet, but multiple characters singing the song. So starting off with one of the main female characters, and then towards the end, everybody sort of singing their own, how do I explain it? They're singing their own story inside of the song, you know, and at the end, obviously all coming together. It's a rock pop song. It's uplifting, it's upbeat, it's fun. And like I said, it's called Train to Hell. So next video, I got it written down. This is what we will be showcasing. But until then, let me switch back. Like I said, no fancy YouTube videoing, no fancy video editing in these videos, guys. I don't want to. There's so much of that out there, and I think what people do on YouTube is amazing, but I don't want to waste my time on the editing part of the YouTube videos. So if you hear me stutter and stammer, it's all going to be staying in. If you see me changing screens or playing with sounds, seeing if something works. If it doesn't work, I'm mostly going to be keeping that in because, like I said, this is a raw journal entry. It's just the workflow. This is the hustle. This is the daily hustle of putting something together from scratch, from nothing, from zilch. And cannot wait for you guys to see the art, the pictures of the characters. Cannot wait for you guys to hear us voice them so you can hear what they sound like. Cannot wait for you guys. I cannot wait myself to actually see the teaser. But yes, still some work to be done until then. So let's leave it there for today. I want to thank you all for watching. If this is something that interests you and you are interested to watch me go through this crazy journey, then I'd love for you to come on board. Keeper's Corner is going to be something fun. It's going to be very, very, very cool. And I hope you're all going to enjoy it. At least enjoy the manicness of the creation, even if you don't like the creation itself. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of ups and downs along the way. And at least we have one song 90% fleshed out, right? That fleshed out for the pilot episode. And we do have that theme that I composed yesterday on this thing next to me right here. So we got all the music stuff, we got all the gear, we got the studio that I like to work at. I'm comfy. This is my home setup. So welcome to my crazy world and welcome to Keeper's Corner. Hope to see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.